YouTube, man, we back, we better, man. We back in the back of the back. Nah, today we got woke TikToks and conspiracies, you feel me? I don't know, some of them don't even look like conspiracies. Like, I know a lot from looking at this shit, I don't look like no conspiracy, like this shit just, you feel me? I don't know, we about to shit, that's why we here to investigate, look at this shit. So you feel me? Yeah. Video dropping all week this week, man. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Abu 7, some updated info here in terms of this massive release of chemicals that has taken place from this train wreck up here on the Pennsylvania-Ohio border, where they're saying now they believe that the chemicals from this explosion in East Palestine
My nose keeps sweating too
have
because I'm in the sun
reportedly
and
contaminated the Ohio River as far as West Virginia. That is the water source for some 5 million people. You can see here they have boat teams out on the water in the Ohio. This is 14 miles.
5 million
East
people
Palestine.
is crazy. That's a lot of
And the train
people to feed
derailment.
some water
We're
to.
taking samples on the river.
Imagine that you get
to see what all
contaminated in y'all
chemicals are
city,
in there.
like,
And mind you,
so you gotta
we
drink
don't know
water,
what
you
they're going to
gotta
come
stack
out
up
and
on
tell
that
the
water,
population.
food, man. It's that time.
In
like,
regards to
she
all,
ain't got nothing stacked up, bro.
they
Get
came
your
out
food,
and
your water.
evacuated
Your
a
peanuts, all
1 mile
that.
radius
Shit
around
is not
this.
finna
But
perish.
they're saying that people are being affected by this up to 200 miles away. We have animals dropping dead on farms left and right. This is being reported within that radius. We have counties everywhere from the very eastern parts of Kentucky all the way through Pennsylvania up into New York State, the whole region, parts of West Virginia. Anyone that can visibly see this cloud or this plume in the sky, you're potentially affected. Anyone that is downwind from this or downstream, it could go the other way because the Ohio River is going to flow west out of there. So this is huge. The water source for some 5 million people at least being affected by this could be contaminated. Animals dying. And it doesn't seem that the government wants to say much about what's going on. Massive disaster here. We're going to talk about this in greater detail on the live stream tonight. Make sure to join me on like Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern on Dr. 777, censorship free.
They ain't saying shit on the news about nothing. No
The train derailed Friday, 20 of them carrying hazardous materials as flames lit up the sky in northeastern Ohio.
The evacuation order is in place for anyone within a mile radius of the crash site.
This is horrible.
Look at that shit.
Officials are claiming that the air and water are safe. Residents say they can still smell chlorine.
Look at that
They
fish.
complained about their eyes watering when they go outside.
At the bottom.
And one woman says the noxious air killed her chickens.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and...
Look at all these fucking crows. I'm not kidding.
This is within 10 miles of East Palestine.
Are they flying or dropping? Them crows, man.
Massive crack in the ground that's estimated to be up to 50 feet deep has opened up in Kenya seemingly overnight. The crack stretches along Kenya's Great Rift Valley, and many scientists believe it could end up splitting the continent apart. Deborah Pata is tracking developments from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Imagine waking up one morning to find a massive crack running through your home. That's what happened to Elliot in Jaguna, forced to dismantle his house by hand before it was lost to the earth below. He lives in Mai Mahiu, part of the Great Rift Valley in Kenya, a region that has already provided a treasure trove of some of the most important archaeological finds in history. And this latest discovery is so significant, scientists predict it will be the fault line along which history is made once again as Africa splits into two continents.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Welcome back. We're following some breaking news. New information just in on a possible new object spotted in the skies over Michigan. NBC's Julie Sturkin is with us from Capitol Hill. I understand, Julie, Representative Elise Slotkin tweeted about a call that she just got from the Department of Defense. What do you know?
Yeah, Alyssa Slotkin, the representative from Michigan, tweeted a couple minutes ago that she got a call from the Department of Defense saying that our military has an extremely close eye on the object above Lake Huron. We'll know more about what this was in the coming days, but for now, be assured that all parties have been laser focused on it from the moment it traversed our waters. Just in the last couple of 30 seconds or so, Courtney Cuby and I are able to report that this object was seemingly shot down by the U.S. military. We don't know much about this right now, but, quote, U.S. military has decommissioned another object over Lake Huron. This is according to one congressional source and one Department of Defense source as well. Now, look, this would make it the fourth object that the U.S. has shot down in either U.S. airspace or over Canadian airspace in the last couple of days. Really, more than a week since the Chinese surveillance balloon was shot down. This news just coming now, breaking from our team, that apparently a fourth object was now shot down over Michigan, over these lakes. We are also told that this object has not appeared to cause any collateral damage, so these officials suggest this was shot down over a body of water over this lake. So breaking news here coming in the last couple of minutes as Congress continues to have more questions than answers on these objects, and U.S. officials are continuing to expand their radar systems in trying to identify these objects sooner. So we've seen a lot of these in the coming days, and we are bracing potentially for more in the coming days to come.
All right.
But there's already a plan for this. And the World Economic Forum calls them smart cities, which seems great. Progressive urban designers, like the UK headquartered Arup Group, they have their own section on the WEF website. They're gaming what smart cities might look like. It's kind of exciting. What would life be like in these cities? Well, here you go. Their plan for 2030. Your family will eat 0 amounts of meat and 0 amounts of dairy. Each person will be restricted to 2,500 calories a day. What?
God damn,
each family member will only receive 3 new items of clothing per year. This is on the World Economic site. There will be 0 privately owned vehicles.
Nowhere to go.
This article on the website actually quotes Klaus Schwab and his references in the 4th Industrial Revolution. They talk about utilizing technologies like 5G, quantum computing, artificial intelligence for, quote, reshaping the built environment.
Reshaping.
I gotta tell you, this is the scariest stuff I have ever written. I mean, Utopians in 1984, that stuff couldn't be done 20 years ago. This is George Orwell on steroids, and it all can be done and is
whatever, man. Even if you don't care about the shit, be prepared. Ah, damn. All these derailments. That about open up. Open up that eye. Open up that eye. See what's going on. They stopping the food. Or whatever is on that. Supplies or what. It's likely it's food.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the fucking shit that they burn off, the fucking shit they burn off in East Palestine. This is not fucking storm clouds.
Yeah.
Look at it.
That like straight smoke.
This is
like
over Darlington.
Darlington, I think that's like, was that South Carolina or something, or Ohio or something? One of them.
Don't walk out of California.
I know there's a lot of stuff going on, like Ohio.
Let me ask you a serious question. That storm that just passed through, that flooded everything on the coast from Sacramento to LA.
If y'all ain't aware of nothing, bro, y'all aware of that, bro. Y'all see what's going on.
The size of the first recent. Going to do. Or how about the storm behind it? That's twice the size of that one. California is about to be hit by the equivalent of a Category 3 hurricane that's half the size of the entire United States. The famed arc flood that scientists say happens every 150 years, it's here, folks. This is only the beginning. Whether or not this is weather manipulation, climate change, or the magnetic pole shift of the Earth, based on everything I've seen, California is not going to exist, at least not in the way that it has. The weakening of the Earth's magnetic field is causing all of the groundwater.
At least in the way it has.
We're talking more water than all the oceans combined. All that water is being.
But you gotta think though, like Cali is on the edge of like where water is, so it's like
scientific explanation.
Hey, bro, y'all be seeing the movies, bro. I ain't even have to do too much explaining. Y'all see the movies, bro. Like 2012, y'all remember that, bro? It was in LA, or like the movie called Los Angeles.
Groundwater.
Bro, come on, bro. Like, come on. Hey, man, y'all get up out of Cali or get somewhere safe in Cali somewhere, like a desert somewhere or some shit.
Massive amounts of water pollute the atmosphere. How else
shit move inner, like move in Nevada or something, Colorado or something. Same go to like Texas, people on the lower part of Louisiana, Florida, New York.
To the modern people.
You feel me? Philly, Boston, all that, like over there, Detroit, Chicago.
I don't want to alarm you. I don't want you to freak out and sell your house and just start running. But I want you to understand the severity of the situation and how bad
a lot of weather still going on.
I would, at the very least, prepare yourself. Get you and every member of your family a bug-out bag. That's a real nice backpack filled with all the things you need to survive. A small emergency shelter, means to create fire, means to be able a portable water filtration system, some dense, high-calorie energy bars, a Swiss Army knife, a multi-tool, an axe, and a shovel. Additionally, have totes stored away with non-perishable food. And while you're at it, get the Army Field Survival Guide and the SAS Wilderness Survival Guide. You don't want to freak out and run from town to town until you find a safe place. What you really want to do is make yourself mobile ready. I would also recommend a good multivitamin and supplements that are high in essential vitamins and minerals, as well as amino acids. With everything happening in the world, from a major global conflict, the energy crisis, economic collapse, and all this crazy weather, what you need to do is have a survival and thrival mentality while equipping yourself with the tools that go along with that.
Hey, y'all heard him, man. Put your shit together.
That shit's not on that's coming over. Oh, it went through the garage.
We are right there. By the fridge, military shit. Let's not say right there. That bitch went over there. Water flow, water make its way. That's the dangerous thing. Water will make its way wherever. It's going to flow. It's going to find out, oh yeah, this the way to go? Bet. It's going to flood shit. You feel me? So, hey, you just got to think cautious. When around the water areas.
Breaking news out of California tonight, where more than 34 million people are under a flood watch. The death toll from this relentless string of storms has now climbed to 14 today after 2 people were killed by falling trees. And tens of thousands of people are without power tonight, and some schools have been forced to close. Streets and highways have been transformed into gushing rivers and mudslides, as you can see, with motorists hitting roadblocks caused by fallen debris. In Santa Barbara County, the entire community of Montecito has been evacuated, and more rain and wind is expected overnight.
Man. Send the prayers out to everybody in Cali, man.
Vinyl materials comes from very simple beginnings. Salt, water, limestone, and coke. In the manufacturing process, salt and water plus electricity produce hydrogen and chlorine gases, which combine to form hydrogen chloride. Coke and limestone are combined to form acetylene. These 2 gases are then combined in turn, heated, compressed, and cooled, and thus converted to liquid form. The result, vinyl chloride. A single drop contains literally billions of molecules in a seething, chaotic world of their own.
Blowing that shit mighty high.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
We're
probably getting the sign them up and knock that bitch out right now.
Man, that's what we putting in water too, fucking it up.
They lowered in that motherfucker.
Look at that one.
Now why would it turn instead of go straight club?
They just taking pictures, dog.
Going towards each other? They gonna hit each other. Oh, let me get in. Those are planes, right? Huh? Yeah, those planes.
Nah, they coming back up to that motherfucker for a reason, B. Yo, they know what they doing, yo. Look at that shit, son.
I was up here, I ain't see that first like that.
They're going straight towards it. They sure will.
I know it ain't about to be.
Straight towards that bitch.
Oh, y'all see that?
That look like a fucking rocket, dog, if you look at it.
I'm saying, are these planes or rockets?
Is it a rocket or a plane? Yo, that's a rocket, dog.
Yeah, that's a rocket for sure, Oh, they about to smack it.
Holy fuck.
Yo.
John!
Ooh.
Shoot, it missed it.
Oh, it missed.
Yo.
Move that motherfucker. Move that bitch. Move it. Couldn't even hit it. I'm gonna go force it right.
Yo, I swear to God it is, dog.
Nah, it's crazy. It's real footage. It's real footage, bro.
Look at that one circle. Look at that one circle. That one going this way. That one going this way. That one coming this way.
Looks like an alien spacecraft. This is wild. This is wild.
This was not in Denver.
No, this isn't Turkey.
Comment below, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Share the video, man. Oh yeah, subscribe if you ain't subscribed, bro. It's like 90 people watching me. That's not. Feel me? Subscribe. Dang, man. What's going on in Turkey?
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Off of that mountaintop, and it still kept that circular shape. This is a wild video for sure. I have never seen anything like this in real life, and it took me quite a while to try to figure out what this is, and I'm not even 100% certain. So you're saying it's alien? It looks like an alien spacecraft. This is wild. This is a wild bridge.
This was not in Denver.
No, this isn't Turkey. This is, you know.
So I'm sure y'all already know about the train derailment in Ohio, right? That was last week. It was carrying chemicals. There's been another train derailment today, February the 13th, in South Carolina, and another one today in the Houston area, and it was carrying hazardous materials. This is no coincidence, y'all. Not a coincidence.
Here are a couple more videos of that fire that we were flying over this morning in Chicago Heights. So is that a manufacturing facility at 11th and Washington? And just look at all of that smoke coming from that area. Thankfully, hearing no injuries involved in this fire, but crews are still on the scene. And take a look at this. This is the view as we were approaching about 15 miles away.
I think that's why I was like cloudy.
Screenshot this. ISO 20022.org.
All right, we go.
Right? ISO 20022.org. Look at what this thing tells you this is, yo. This is crazy right here. It is a single standardization approach, right? It is a methodology. I love when they break it down like this. It's a methodology. It is a process. It is a repository, right? To be used by, look at that word right there. I'm not that good at reading. Does that say some? Nope. That's a 4-letter word. Does it say many? Yeah, that's a 4-letter word. Does it say most? No. All. There we go. It says all financial standard initiatives. Think about that. A single standard approach, right, for all financial standard initiatives. Damn. That means every institution that you know that deals with finances is gonna have to be compliant with this. This goes into effect March of this year, right?
March.
Guess who is compliant with ISO 20022 when it comes to coins on the blockchain?
Crypto, okay.
Let me help y'all out and give y'all a little list. You can screenshot it if you want to. Don't be afraid to screenshot. There you go. The following cryptocurrencies are compliant as of this writing with ISO 20022. You can screenshot this if you want to. There you go.
This is all the crypto that's finna be.
What do you think about that right there? Do you think that you should have some exposure to cryptos that are ISO 20022 compliant, that is going to be a standard initiative for all financial institutions coming into the blockchain to move money? What do you think?
We got Algorand, Algo, Quant.
Ripple's XRP is there. That's your banker's coin. Quant and this overledger system. Algorand and all of those sharding type of capabilities. XDC's blazing fast network to move money around. The Internet of Things, that means operability and stuff like that, interoperability. Hedera hash graph technology, and Stellar Lumens XLM. These things are gonna move the world's money. These ones.
These ones. Hey man, make sure I like, comment, subscribe. We out. Gang.